Welcome, combatants, to another day in the arena. It's your boy James, aka NeuralNet Games. Today, I am bringing you a very poorly named deck. You guys are seeing lately how I name my decks before I think of something cool. And it's just something to remind me of what the deck is doing. So what we're doing in this deck is we are buffing up Halana and Alena with a bunch of our new cards and doing ridiculous things. Let me just walk you through a little sequence here. So, Tenacious Pup, 1 drop. When it enters the battlefield, gain 1 life. When you cast your next creature spell, that creature enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter, trample, and vigilance. Bayou Groff, 2 mana. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature or pay 3. You play this on turn 2 on curve. You sack the Tenacious Pup. You've got a 6/5 trampling vigilant Bayou Groff on turn 2. That plays into the next part, turn 3. They've got a little 1/1 weenie out. Ravenous Pursuit. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Choose a creature card in your hand. It perpetually gains +X, where X is the amount of excess damage. So you've got a 6/5. You do 5 extra damage on a 1/1. You now have a 7/8 Halana and Alena in your hand for turn 4. Then on turn 4, you play your 7/8 Halana and Alena, and you pump up the Bayou Groff to 13/12 trample vigilance on turn 4. It's so ridiculous. And then think about this even with Toski. On turn 4, you can have a 6/6 Toski. And there's a bunch of ways to buff up Toski. Just think, if you do the Halana and Alena, then turn 5 it's Toski. You can have a huge Toski with haste, attacking with a 7/8 Halana and a 13/12 Bayou Groff. Forget about it. You're going to see me do crazy things in these games. You're going to, there is so much synergy in this deck. Ascendant Packleader. If you've already got a 4-drop out, it gets counters. If you play a 4-drop, it gets counters. Tenacious Pup gives things counters. Gnarlid Colony, 2 mana, 2/2. If it's kicked, it gets 2 +1/+1 counters. And then all of your creatures have trample when it comes out, kicked or not. This is your finisher card because you're going to have these super tough creatures and you want to make sure and get that damage through. It's also why we're running a Glorious Sunrise. So what are we going to do next? Well, we've got Inscription of Abundance. We've got super tough creatures. We've got the ability to put counters on them. And then we can gain a ridiculous amount of life if we can kick Inscription of Abundance. Also, we have Ranger class to give us gas in the mid game if we need to. Also, we get to buff up attacking creatures. When you combo Ranger class and having a Halana and Alena out and an Oran-Rief Ooze or 2, you're just like, counters are just flying everywhere. It's like a blizzard of friggin' counters, and it's just so beautiful. You're going to watch, I can't remember. It's the 4th game or 5th game. Forget about it. It's amazing. And some people, sometimes they forget about trample, just so you know. Okay, 2 Shatterskull Smashing. Just a little bit of removal if we need it. Helpful, right? Kazuul's Fury. What do? We have huge creatures that are getting massively buffed up. Sacrifice one of those creatures, do a ridiculous amount of damage. Also helps our mana base a little bit. Couple Kazandu Mammoth, just another creature to work with Ranger class if we're trying to draw off the top for creatures, right? Just to help us out if we get wiped a lot against somebody that's, got a heavy amount of removal. Toski also draws us cards. It's so crazy how much card draw we can really get in this deck. The only thing I might do differently is, if you want, you could potentially sub in Werewolf Packleader here. I think it would be just as good. I went with the extra power, but I think the card draw would be just as good as having the extra power from Bayou Groff. Just throwing that out there if you want to make a change. Talked about Glorious Sunrise. So we've got 1, 9, 10, 18, 20, 22, 24 total lands. Just so good. I do ridiculous things. The deck it won a lot today too. It was 6-2 in ranked, and I feel like I could have went 7-1 potentially if one opponent didn't get really lucky on me. Friggin' cleric deck, you're gonna see it. Just come on. Come on. Okay, that's enough. Thank you so much for watching the video, and make sure if you like the deck to come back, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on the notifications bell when you subscribe to me, because YouTube is inscrutable. It does whatever the hell it wants, and sometimes it doesn't recommend my videos to you for a week, even if you're a subscriber. I know this. I have studied these things. I am subscribed to my own channel with my personal account. And just randomly, like a week later, it's like, oh, hey, do you want to watch this video from NeuralNet Games? So turn on the bell if you want these videos right away. Anyways, that's enough. Thanks so much, and let's get to it. Okay. Believe it or not, there is red stuff in this deck, but I think that's a pretty good starting hand. It's not really what this deck was meant to do, but let's see here. The toughest deck for us is Orzhov, like Sacrifice and, Vanishing Verse and stuff. Okay, good. We get a mountain. Okay. Into a ranger class. They're going to have a hard time outvaluing us if that's how if they're like some sort of burn. Oh, okay. They're dragons. I see now. Which means I actually want to level up ranger class to get this tougher instead of playing another one. Because I have inscriptions to fight. And getting this quickly is key. Yeah, they get a Town Razor. They're going to take the Rockfall Vale. So what else do they have? We've got to watch out for Goldspan is coming next. I could have fought the Fearsome Whelp, but I don't know if that's really what I want to do at that point. Yeah, it's got to be Halana and Alena, right? If they do have a gold span, they're going to have to race us, but we're going to be able to nuke both their dragons here. If that's the case. Oh, they get an Inferno. Okay. No blocks yet. Down to 7. If I take it, I'm at 5. But I can take out a couple things, right? So if I fight, I live there. I can block. I think I can kill them here, right? They're tapped out. Yeah. Okay, we get an extra land. So what we want to do here is inscription and fight, right? We get right to 11. Yeah. Okay, and then it's Inscription of Abundance. Done. Woo! Yeah. Okay, we're on the draw. That's actually a pretty solid hand, though. Let's just get ourselves into a... Ooh, what next? Is it Packleader or is it Tenacious Pup? Turn 2, I want to go Ranger class, so I'm going to go Packleader because it has more power. And maybe we can play this into a Toski, right? I think that's going to be a pretty good play, is to buff up a Toski. Because it becomes a real problem. Yeah, we want to go Ranger class here, right? No point in attacking in. They will 100% trade. They already got their value out of their Professor of Symbology. Orzhov is the worst matchup for this deck. They have shoved me up against Orzhov in testing about 70% of the time. Let me know if that's what happens to you too with this deck. It's so annoying. Like, you make a really cool deck and then you only have one bad matchup and it's like, here you go. You just take that matchup all day long, sucker. Okay, so what is the play here? I've got my third land. I can level up when I attack. I can also play a Tenacious Pup into a 3/3 Gnarlid Colony, which is pretty good. So that's probably what I'll do. We will not be attacking yet, I don't think. I think it's better next turn. I mean, they have to either trade or take it, and then I have a pretty beefed up board here, right? I'm going to go for it. I don't really want to give them any more time than they need. Or any more time than I have to, is kind of what I mean. Because this is probably a control deck with the learn mechanic and everything. Some sort of learning... Oh, I guess that is a cleric too, right? Okay, so we get our fourth land. Let's go Oran-Rief Ooze, right? And probably sit back and wait here. Or I could level this up. Yeah, this is kind of a pain. So let's go wide on them here. Maybe they don't have a bunch of board wipes. We're going to put it right here. We do have trample too now. Everybody who has a +1/+1 counter has trample. And then I'll have to make a decision on what I want to do. Probably I'm going to need to level up Ranger class here to go wide enough. Inquisitor Captain's good. Oh, there's a pretty good curve for you. Hopefully they got some crappy 1-drop. No, they got the ultimate draw is what they got. And again. And again. You should watch my video on this deck. I came up with this deck first. I had the first video out. I beat CGB. I beat everybody else to the punch. I had this Glasspool Mimic deck out. That's funny. Okay, so we level up, right? We get our last land. So we're actually going to go... I think I want Toski out. Yeah, I'm going to go here. I'm going to level that up. If I attack, I get a 4/4, but then I just basically get trounced here, right? If I attack with these two, I get a 4/4 and a 5/5. Probably that's what I want. Can't really get to the 2/3, right? So yeah, I can get 1/4/4 and 1/5/5. If these things do die, though, they get to bring back what? Nothing. What do they have on board here? 6. Yeah, I think I have to just stay back. But if I do, I'm pretty much dead, right? If I do, I'm pretty much dead. 6. What are they going to put on me? I get to block 2 with these guys. And then they have 1, 3, 4, 7, 10. They can put 13 on me. But they have to block, right? I'm going for it. We're going to get aggressive here. And then if we have to, we'll just chump block, right? They're going to double block. Okay. Yeah, okay. It doesn't have to be 1 less. It's just less. What are they going to play? Target non-land permanent. So what do they go for? Do they wait and save it for Toski? Are they just going to attack through the air here? I mean, I can do some pretty serious damage to them. Oh, okay. They just take that. They take the easy way. We get a 3-2 out of it. It's looking pretty dire. I mean, what the... Like, they hit 2 of their 4 Glasspool Mimics. You have what? You have a 10% chance of hitting a Glasspool Mimic or less on average. Or less on average. There's only one way we're getting out of this, and that is with Ranger class leveled up. It's the only way. I don't even think we're getting out of it that way, but... Give me that. It's a creature. Okay, I already played a land anyway, so I know I'm getting a flippin' Hydra. So what do I do here? It does damage. I guess I just take out a Professor of Symbology. Or I could take out Aura. Does it return Aura itself if I kill it? I can't remember right now. We're going to do it this way anyways. It's pretty close to over, but we're still going to fight back. 3 of their Glasspool Mimics. Did they run out of creatures, though? Yeah, they have too many on board, probably. They're playing too close to the line. You got to remember that with Inquisitor Captain. You can't run it at like 24 creatures. Because once you do, it counts everything on the battlefield. Or it doesn't count it. And so when you've got this many things out, you don't have that many creatures in your hand, library, and graveyard. So they decide to get aggressive, which is probably the right move. What do they have here? They have 3, 6, 9, 11, 13. So if I block one thing, I think we're still dead, right? We still are dead for sure. We play Toski and then everybody attacks in what? Doesn't really matter. And we get a Hydra and we're dead. Okay, this is a fairly decent hand. It kind of sucks for this, but it's still not bad. We're going to go Rockfall Vale first. I guess we have no turn 1 play. Hopefully Super Duper Pac-Man can get her done here. Okay. Hey, at least we're getting some land here. That's always nice. We get a Ranger class. And what do they get? They get a Ranger class too. It's exciting stuff here, guys. Getting a Bayou Groff out is really good. Are they going to trade here? I think I'd rather just sack and get the Bayou Groff. I don't think they have much removal that can deal with a 5 toughness creature at this point in time. The only thing they can do is that new one with Brittle Blast. But I still think it's better to do it like this anyways. Because what I get to do is I get to Ravenous Pursuit and kill something and then have a super juiced up Bayou Groff for later. Turn 5 I can have you know, like an 8-4 or something, or 8-7, I mean. And I think it'll be really hard for this deck to deal with these big creatures. Yeah, Brittle Blast is really the only thing they can have right now that can deal with this. Yeah, they get a Reckless Stormseeker. Comes a 4-4. That's okay. We can take 4. No blocks. Now, the question is... Yeah, I think what we have to do right now... Oh, this is risky right now. Okay, so Ravenous Pursuit kills that. I can't no spell. I know that, right? Ravenous Pursuit kills that, but I don't have anything else to do then. And I only get one, but I get one for Halana and Alena. Or I Ravenous Pursuit. Yeah, that's the play here. I think I'm in a Ravenous Pursuit on the Wolf. And we'll save an Inscription. And we'll have a super buffed Halana and Alena at 5/6 here, right? And because we didn't level up, they should have a very, very strong hint that we've got something up our sleeve. Maybe I should level it up and just not bluff, but I think even if they have Brittle Blast now, I can survive it too. So they get a Halana and Alena. Oh, go. Okay. I haven't played against a Halana and Alena in weeks. The shuffle, yeah, okay. They target it right there. So we're going to go like this. It's already on the stack. We're going to win the Halana and Alena game, no problem. Okay, we get to Ravenous Pursuit again. Or we just get to do like a crazy Halana and Alena here. I think that's the play first, right? I mean, we get it to a 9/8. If I Ravenous Pursuit, they don't get anywhere though, do they? It's really close. Because what if they kill? Yeah, okay. We're going to level it up first. Okay, now we're going to Ravenous Pursuit. And we're going to make Halana and Alena an 8/9. Yeah, that's not going to be the play for you. You need a Brittle Blast right here. If you don't have a Brittle Blast, it's game over. Okay, we take one. We get another Ravenous Pursuit. Just ridiculous. I'm not risking anymore, though, because once I put this out of reach of 5, it's pretty much over. Yeah, they're probably just gonna scoop here, I'm gonna guess. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. And they just do 2 damage to me because what are they even going to search for? I don't think there's anything in this deck that can deal with this card. Nothing. They get an Arlen. Still don't think it's going to help them.
Humans and werewolves existed in delicate balance.
They create some wolves. Okay. That may help somewhat, I guess. Okay. So what do we do here? We can level up our Ranger class. We can Ravenous Pursuit the Kessig Naturalist. Let's do that. And just come up with like a massive Ascendant Packleader. Oh, don't scoop. That was going to be crazy. That last game. Oh, this is a good start. This is a really good start. I like it a lot. Let's see what we're playing against here. Oh, it's blue. Oh, it's Dimir. Okay. I think that we are just going to go like this. And then we are going to go like this. This. I have a 6/5 Bayou Groff. Let's see if they have a kill spell right away. Even a Blood Chief's Thirst will kill it, so. And Summon is also bad for us. Oh, they just go Geist Channeler. Okay. Cool. I think it's probably Kazandu here. Pretty close, but I think I feel like the Bayou Groff is probably not going to last that long. I mean, I'm thinking Fading Hopes and a bunch of stuff here, right? Nine power on board, 11 when I drop the Shatterskull Smashing. So don't really know what their hope is here. They're still one turn away. Oops, sorry, I forgot to close my email. Yeah, they divide it. Okay. Yeah, I knew something like that was coming. So what did they make cheaper? Divide by 0, I would say. Almost guaranteed a divide by 0. Yeah, so they're tapped out, right? Let's play a Ranger class and level it up. They're still on a very short clock here. 6, 8, 9 with the land played next turn. They blood on the snow. Okay. That's what they made cheaper. Okay, I can go Gnarlid and sack it for a Bayou Groff, or I can just go like this and I can level up my Ranger class, which is probably a pretty good idea. Yeah. Okay, so if I want to level this up, it costs me all my mana. Is that the best play? Probably not yet. Probably Gnarlid Colony first. I can't play the Bayou Groff until next turn. So let's just do this. Halana and Alena makes it pretty tough next turn. Let's see what they do. They used their perpetual card. They did bring it back. It's a pretty nice little combo here with Blood on the Snow, right? Geist Channeler making other things cheaper. We're probably going to need to level this up to have a chance at winning. So they do nothing, which means I would guess that... Okay, first, let's attack. Yeah. I know I could have played this first and pumped it up. I chose not to. They're going to block anyways, and I guess it does have trample. That's okay, though. They deadly dispute it, okay? When they do that, and when it has trample, it kills you. Is it Bayou or is it Glorious Sunrise? It's probably Bayou here. Can they wipe the board again? Oh, they play a key. So if they can't get rid of one of these creatures, we can kill them here. They're going to have 3 mana to do something. What did they draft? They have 4 mana. The Environmental Sciences, okay. Could be good. Could be okay still. Okay, I think we just play Halana and Alena, right? We still have 9 with this, right? We get this up to 5. It's gonna be close. Because in the key, they have a ton of board wipes. You know what? I probably should have played the other way instead. Because they haven't scooped yet. I probably should have played Glorious Sunrise. I think that might be better. We get 6 in here. I'm actually happy they divided. Okay. And they wipe the board. Oh, they just discover the formula. Oh, they're desperate. What did they take? They must have gotten unlucky with Key to the Archive. Because there's so many board wipes in there. Oh, they still have 4 to board wipe if they want. Or even 3. Okay, I take it back. They can board wipe still. Blood on the Snow they probably can't do, though, even because I think it would be at 5 if they grabbed it with Discover the Formula. They get a Celestis. They get a Clone Crafter. Okay. They have 2 mana left. So with Glorious Sunrise. Okay, so we play the Hydra and it's tapped, right? This will have Trample. They only have 2 mana. But what's the best play? I think it's probably Glorious Sunrise here. This is a good game. It's close. They counter it. Okay. Yeah, but we don't have Trample, right? That's it. Whew, pulled it off. We're on the draw. Yeah, technically we have 3 lands, so that's good enough. We're going to go Forest so we can get our Ascendant Packleader. Although it's much worse now that they have a Shambling Ghast. Maybe I should go another way. I could go Rockfall Vale and do nothing. Yeah, let's do it. Let's play cards. Let's play cards. They don't always have a Deadly Dispute right away. Okay, no Deadly Dispute. They don't attack. Okay. So we get 1 mana to do 1 thing. So we might as well go here because I'm not risking that I can't play my Oran-Rief Ooze. Yeah, we want to play the old Oran-Rief Ooze here. And, okay, pretty nice for them. But we have the Gnarlid Colony, so, and they're pretty low on cards already. This is not actually the ideal kind of curve for them. So we're going to go Oran-Rief Ooze here. Becomes a 3/3, put a counter on the Packleader. Tenacious Pup attacks, and they can kill the Tenacious Pup if they want. I think they want to save. Okay, they definitely don't have a Deadly Dispute then. Are they going to kill it, or are they going for treasure? They kill it. Okay. I would almost guarantee you taking the treasure is better in this case than taking a 1/2 that does nothing else and has already done exactly what it needs. That would be my guess. And they get a Skullport. Even not blocking would have been better. Just waiting. Yeah. Okay. We can do some pretty awesome stuff here. So, Halana and Alena. Or do I Inscription of Abundance first? Okay, if I Inscription of Abundance, I can make things a lot tougher, right? But I am worried about this guy. They're at 4 or 5 mana. I'm kind of worried about a board wipe. So I think I'm actually going to go Halana and Alena here. And I'm going to beef up my Oran-Rief Ooze. Try and get it out of range. I don't know. Do I want to attack with the Packleader? They could block everything with what I've got. I'm going to wait because... But then they can't sack anything. My concern is that they get a ton of blood tokens and then they just dig for a board wipe here, right? We're going to wait one more turn. We're going to force them to have the perfect board wipe here. And next turn, I get to have a Gnarlid Colony where everybody has trample too. Okay, perfect. And I get to make things way tougher. Okay, there's another mana, which is also very good. So now we get to do a full powered Inscription of Abundance here, which is what we're going to do instead of playing the Gnarlid. 2 and 3. So put counters here. Put life here. We're going to fight with the... Who's going to be the toughest? We're going to fight with Halana and Alena, I think, and keep them back. And we're going to kill the Blood Artist. Maybe I should wait first, but if I get more total value out of Halana and Alena, counter-wise here, right? Put X +1/+1 counter. So do I want the Packleader or the Ooze? I think we're going to go Packleader first. I can attack, but I think I want to wait for a Gnarlid because I'm going to be able to strike out of nowhere, right? All I do is I allow them to dig, although they're already digging 3 here. I know I'm taking forever here, but okay. I think we just do this, right? Okay, they sack 1. And they didn't even use their Skullport Merchant there. I don't think this person really has a good understanding of what they're doing. So we're going to be at 8, 13, 17, 21, 23, 23 power with Trample next turn. I still can't actually cast that. Can they wipe the board here? They meat hook for 5. Yeah. It was pretty close. Okay, we still have an 8/7, I guess. And I get to pump up my Gnarlid Colony. I could have saved my Oran-Rief Ooze, but I don't think it's necessarily way better. Yeah. Too many lands. 7 lands out of 13 cards. I need to actually draw some other things now. You know they just friggin' well top decked that too. You know they did. Okay. We're still putting a pretty good beat on him here. Pass the turn. They can just dig so hard here is the problem. They get a key. That's a problem for us. There's a very good chance of drawing a board wipe out of there. Like a very good chance. I need a Halana and Alena right now. Although I still wouldn't get there. Ooh, Toski's good. Toski can survive board wipes and gets us a ton of card draw here. Yes. That's a perfect card. That's probably going to win us the game. Toski. And for the win. No, I only have 2 mana. Oh, here. Yeah. Beautiful. Beauty. Okay. Good hand. Good hand. Tenacious Pup to Ascendant Packleader, I guess, with what we have right now. Ascendant Packleader becomes a 3/2 trample of vigilance. Not the number one thing you'd like to do, but friggin' angels again. Angels and clerics. Good God, they're annoying. You know that? No attacks. Ravenous Pursuit can buff up our Kazandu. Depending on what they play here. Or it can just kill their stupid angel. They do nothing. That's really good, actually. Yeah, Ravenous Pursuit is not exactly where I want to be right now. I'd rather buff something up. Them missing turn 3 is huge. Huge. Okay. They fall for the trick. Sucker. Sorry, man, that's mean. But that, I mean, I don't think you should ever be blocking there. Now we have a Ravenous Pursuit to take care of the Righteous Valkyrie or anything along those lines. And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to play this as the land if we don't get a land so we can get a Toski next turn. Oh yeah, it's a 3/5, I guess, isn't it? Ooh, Halana and Alena is very good right now. So that's definitely coming in tapped at this point. Ravenous Pursuit does 4 damage, does not help us. So I think we just sit back, right? But with how slow they've started, and if they don't have removal, Halana and Alena are crazy. We put them out next turn, and then Toski comes out and gets haste. Jesus. Could be worse, I guess. Hey, stop that. Can I get it? Come on, I know I'm on the end step here, but I really wanted to do it. Okay, that doesn't mean anything to us. Whatever. 24. Okay, yeah. They do nothing. We get a Kazuul's Fury. Could be pretty good for us. So I think I'll probably keep it. We're trading all day if they want to double block. All day long. Yes, they're dead. It's over. I'm calling this game over unless they pull an absolute miracle. Them missing turn 3. Oh, that's pretty good though. That's pretty good. That's about as good as they could have got. So what we can do here is we can cast a Toski, right? Toski becomes a 3/3. We attack with the Ascendant Packleader, or we can Ravenous Pursuit the Valkyrie, right? I think Ravenous Pursuit on the Valkyrie is actually really good right now. So let's go next to combat, right? Okay, so they chump there. Totally fine. Now we're going to Ravenous Pursuit. Right there. And we're going to pump up Toski. And then we're going to play a Tenacious Pup. Then we're going to play an Ascendant Packleader. And win the game. They get another Angel Eternal Dawn. They're clerics. They think they can always win. They always think they can win. Always. Okay, so let's play a Toski here, right? Or I could Ravenous Pursuit again and just make like an insane Toski. Yeah, let's do a Toski here. They both get tougher. Haste. All attack except Halana and Alena. Because we'll just draw cards with these. You know they're going to block right here. But then they have to let Toski through. Oh, that's just jerk. That's a jerk move. That's okay. They only have one card in hand here. I still think it's the right play. They're going to have to make miracles happen right now. We can make Toski tougher now again. We're going to Ravenous Pursuit, probably the Voice of the Blessed. Yep, 2/3 with reach. You got no cards in hand. You're not getting any damage through. Yeah, I think it makes most sense to do it this way. Instead of playing Toski again, let's get rid of this, because this can just get too ridiculous right now. I mean, we could have waited till after, but that's okay. We'll draw cards next turn. And we've always got a Kazuul's Fury to just, you know, put it on them here. They pretty much can't win. Yeah, and they scoop. I don't know if I can keep this hand. Our opponent is just taking for flipping ever. I wish you could like poke or prod them or buzz them or something. Okay. Do we actually keep this hand? I mean, it's not the worst. It can get pretty tough. Kate. Okay, we're keeping it because we can play on turn 1 and 2, and probably we can get a turn 3 here, right? And we're against this again. I am designing a deck to beat this deck. Cursebound Witch, Sanguine Brushstroke, Meat Hook, all that stuff. I am designing a deck to beat it. I am. We're going to run Shadow's Verdict. We're going to run... Yeah. Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Tap there. Hopefully they don't have a Deadly Dispute. Deadly Dispute is just like Shambling Ghast and Deadly Dispute is got to be, or Fellstinger's pretty good too. Deadly Dispute is just, it's so ridiculous how good it is with Shambling Ghast to get you going. It's just out of control. It's completely out of control. Yeah, they kill an Ascendant Packleader, totally fine. We'll just keep it back for a chump on the Fellstinger. Okay, giddy up. Let's play an Oran-Rief Ooze here. I think we put it here, right? Yeah, we put it there to try and draw ire, right? To try and draw the attack if they have Infernal Grasp or something along those lines. And then we Halana and Alena the Oran-Rief Ooze. Okay, they get another Cursebound Witch. Another Cursebound Witch. A lot of Cursebound Witches going on here. Okay, we get another Oran-Rief Ooze. How much can they wipe right now? They can wipe 3. Which kind of makes me a little bit sad, but... So we're going to have to be pretty careful here, right? They can't Meat Hook us in time. They can't get the right spell out of the spell book to deal with these because they're tougher than 3. And the one spell in their spell book is -3/-3. Okay. Lose 3 life is fine. Okay. We could Tenacious Pup Oran-Rief Ooze, right? I think that's probably the play here. They're at 5 mana, so we're gonna hope they don't have any more. So what do we want? We want just all 5/5s here, right? Yeah, they can't even stop Alana and Alena with the Death Touch because it has first strike. That'll do. They got one turn to figure it out. They had blocked the one with trample. I didn't even notice. They didn't notice either. Oh.